Subpress.
On demand. Follow Subpress Radio on Twitter and Facebook now.
Hit after hit after hit.
With Raj Baddhan.
Subpress Radio.
It is your number one hit Asian music station in the Midlands. Me, Raj Baddhan.
Subpress Radio.
Your number one hit Asian music station in the Midlands.
Now, you probably recognise that track, alright? Because recently, as you know, there has been a wedding storyline in the number one show here in the UK and also in India. Ye Rishta Kya Kehlata Hai, which runs on Star Plus. And I am so happy because, you know, it's very rare that I talk to the men or the people behind a massive show like Ye Rishta Kya Kehlata Hai, and I've got this honour and privilege to be talking to none other than the director turned producer Rajan Shahi, who joins me here live from India. Hello to Mr. Rajan Shahi. Hello to you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi Raj, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? How are you doing?
All good, Raj, all good.
Congratulations on the success and this journey. I mean, 9 and a bit years of journey of Ye Rishta Kya Kehlata here. You know, first of all, I want to ask you, I mean, how does it feel to be part of such a massive show?
Raj, it's been a great journey. Like tonight we'll be telecasting 2,718 episodes.
Wow.
So I think it's been a great journey producing this entire show, being part of the entire creative direction team. And so it's been a great journey, and thanks to the entire team and all the viewers and the listeners of the show that they have supported us. It's because of their support we've been surviving all these years.
Mm-hmm. And you've seen, I mean, quite a journey. I mean, 9 years is no simple journey, let me tell you. And also, it is, you know, you've made history because it is the longest running fiction on Indian television. So that comes with some responsibility. But, you know, for you to be doing that, when you look back over the 9 years, I mean, how has it been for you?
Yeah, I'll just correct you on that. We are the longest running daily soap in number of episodes, and it's been 9 years, 6 months the show has been on air, and more than 10 years of shooting the entire show. So
Wow.
that would be a certain correction there.
So, okay.
Yes, it's been a, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So could you just repeat the question again?
So I'm saying, I mean, when you look back at it, when you look back at the 10 years, obviously since you started working on the show, you know, how's it been for you? You know, the ups and downs, the kind of highs and lows. Well, it's been mainly high, hasn't it? Because it's been number one for such a long time.
Yeah, I think one thing has been, it's been a very learning journey. It's an evolving journey, and the enthusiasm and the energy and the sincerity which me and the entire team had, say, around 10 years back when we started shooting for the show, that sincerity and that same enthusiasm is like it's the first day of the shoot. And the same thing I would like to say, thanks to the entire team, you know, which have stood together, you know, for the show over the years. It's because of their hard work.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the audiences have changed as well over the last 10 years. You know, how when the show started, you know, the viewers that used to watch the show, that have still continued to watch the show, you've added loads of new viewers because of the new cast, and of course, the two new leads, which we'll talk about in a minute. But there's, you know, the whole thing has been, you know, a massive thing for Ye Rishta Kya Kehlata Hai and for Star Plus, right?
Yeah, I think one of the main reasons has been we have survived over the last, more than 9 years, has been that we have re-evolved with time. You know, we have kind of re-textured ourselves, and with, you know, every few years, the entire social, demographic, the entire, you know, the country changes, a new generation comes in, you know. So I think the success has been that we've been able to evolve with time, you know, keeping certain core, you know, things in mind and a consistency in mind in what our message to the audiences would be, though there is a lot of flack at times for certain things we do. But essentially, I think re-evolving over the time and keeping the entire team together and with the same enthusiasm has been that reason probably to survive so many years.
Mm-hmm. And what would you say has been like the kind of challenging part of keeping a story, you know, the show fresh and with today's times?
Yeah, I think we've always kind of evolved with time. See, if you say initially when we started the show, it was about love which happens after marriage, after an arranged marriage, the journey of Akshara and Naitik, which was the thought being that you get married, it's an arranged marriage, and how do you fall in love after that? Now with Kartik Naira, we have a story where they were in love. They are a very today's couple of 2018 who have a mind of their own. They are not perfect as such. They do fall in love, they get married, but then within the family space, how do they survive the test of time? Retaining the individuality also, but keeping the marriage alive with its ups and downs. So I think that has been a good study for the show.
Indeed. And the show had a bit of a new lease of life, of course, when Mohsin and Shivangi joined the show as Nara and Kartik. Were you a little bit kind of apprehensive when the leads were changing? Were you kind of, I mean, what kind of emotions were going inside you when you know when you were going to give this the show a kind of complete revamp?
I would like to say, Raj, the kind of it was a big game changer. We could either break or fall there, or we could just go down. And the entire industry, everybody, you know, a lot of people were skeptical whether we can do away with certain very big leads. Could we re-evolve? Could we go in for the new texture with totally new faces as such, you know? And I think that nervous energy which we had on the first day of shoot really helped us in this transition. And the entire team, because it was make or break, you know, the entire team got in, but with a simple idea that we will work very hard towards creating a good product in totality. And I must say, with all due respects to the people who have been in the show, they have contributed a lot. But with Kartik Naira also, they were able to get in the new enthusiasm, discipline, and a lot of energy. So I think it was a very good transition period. But yes, with a lot of, everybody would say that, no, maybe the show might not just work. And I think, again, thanks to the fans who stood by the show, and of course to Kartik Naira, who really worked very hard and made, Shivangi and Mohsin, who made Kartik Naira so popular and so real.
That's true. No, it's exactly true. We will come back to them in a minute. But did you know at any time when obviously Karan and Hina were going to depart the show, was there any time that was going in your head thinking that, you know, shall I just wrap up Ye Rishta Kya Kehlata here, or did you want to think, you know what, I'm going to actually give this a new reboot and just to see how the new leads work on the show?
Okay. So basically, yes, of course. I mean, everybody has contributed a lot to the show, and with all due respect, like I said, to a lot of other actors also, a lot of technicians who have been part and my team sincerely believe, the writers and the creators, that we had a lot more to say in the show. And we had a lot to say, and we had a lot to reach out to. And with that kind of a conviction in mind, when we started, say the first day, like I said, this was a game changer. We kept that conviction in mind, and we said, okay, let's take a risk, but let's say a story, keeping certain elements alive, but let's kind of give the show a new reboot, a new kind of a feel, but keeping emotions alive. That was the idea.
And then, how did the whole casting take place? I mean, how did Shivangi and Mohsin come to you, and as in, how did the casting kind of take place to obviously have the new leads?
Yeah, actually, I realized much later, when Mohsin had auditioned, I liked his audition, and I found a lot of spark in him. And later he told me that, sir, around 4 years back, I had also auditioned for another show in your company, and I somehow liked his certain, I could see Karthik in him. And Shivangi had done a show called Begusarai, so she was a known actress. But, yes, when I met her personally for the first time, I again felt that, yes, she does kind of have that sort of a spunk, but also the kind of worthiness and, the soul which I wanted in Naira. But yes, there were a series of lot of look tests, lot of scenes which we shot, and I personally supervised, because it was going to be, they're going to carry the show on their shoulders, so it had to be a lot of, you had to be very, very sure, and hats off to both of them that they lived up to me and my team's conviction, and what they taught me at that time. We were going through a certain phase, all the team, the writers, the production, directors were going through a certain phase, What they reinforced in our team was, when we saw them shooting, we saw the kind of dedication, the discipline, of reaching on time, unpacking up on time, keeping the unit together, and suddenly the whole unit started enjoying shooting with them, and they got a lot of, they both infused, and with the new cast we got of Goenkas, and with the previous cast who was still in the show, a new enthusiasm came in through Shivangi and Mohsin.
You got to give it to her. I mean, seriously, for you to carry on like that, especially after the popularity of Karan and Hina, and to be getting 2 new leads and obviously some new supporting cast with it, it's all down to a production house that has done it so well. So well done to you guys for putting on such an amazing show. And Rajan, I also want to say to you, I mean, away from the leads, there's a lot of other people that work behind the scenes. Obviously, like you said, the storytelling has got to be right, and there's something about your storytelling that is just to the T, that has connected so well with the audiences over the years, hasn't it?
Yeah, and which one thing we maintain always in our company and in Yirishta, it's been a team effort. It's been amazing team of creative directors, writers, the production team, the art team, the costume, jewelry designers, the directors, the editors, everybody have, and you will be surprised, Raj, that the entire behind the scene team is 95% the same team which started 10 years back.
Oh, wow.
95%, And so that has been a great strength. We have kind of grown with the show, and the show means much more to us than, anything. So that passion and dedication is there, and hats off to the entire team of Yirishta.
And you don't leave any expenses spare, do you? Because when it comes to weddings, parties, or anything on Yirishta Kya Kehlata Hai, it's the best of the best. I mean, I was watching the wedding scenes last week, and in fact, they're still going on. It's next to nothing. It's absolutely fantastic, the kind of portrayal of a wedding scene in Yirishta Kya Kehlata Hai. It's something different to anything else on Indian television at the moment.
Yeah, I think because one thing which we've also survived over the years is that we've been very consistent with our kind of quality in terms of, the look and the grandeur, and hats off to our creative team and the people behind the designers and, the costumes and jewelry, and the entire production value which we create, that we have kept the look and feel consistent and evolving with time. Marriages are most challenging, because I think more than 15 marriages have happened in Yirishta. So with every marriage which goes on for sometimes, say, 2 months, a month or whatever, or 3-4 weeks, a lot of care is taken to kind of, make it fresh, make it innovative, but keeping the story flow which is happening in intact, and it should not look in isolation. Like dances and songs are a big USP of Yirishta, and I get so many calls, when people ask for the songs which we specifically record for the show, and they're quite popular in India. In fact, a lot of marriages in India, they play Yirishta songs, so it's like an amazing thing.
I've just played Shubhagari, which is another massive track, which we saw recently as well in episodes of The Wedding. And people are asking for songs like this. I mean, you should actually release an album with these songs on there.
Yeah, of course, and that initiative also, I mean, I would, in the same breath, I would also say that a lot of credit goes to Star Plus, you know, who has been a very, very, has stood by us, has been a great partner in the entire making process of Ye Rishta, which has always sometimes gone through a bad phase or a good phase, but the entire team of Star Plus and, has really stood by that team. So I think that, I will definitely bring it up with the Star team next time I meet them.
Definitely, yeah. Rajan, before we come back to Mohsin and Shivangi, I want to speak to you about your own personal journey from Ye Rishta. I mean, I know being is your own baby, you can be critical and you can also be quite complimentary about your own product, right? So you tell me, what has been the kind of low moment for you during Ye Rishta Kya Kehlata Hai, during the 10 years, the 9 years that it was on, the 9 years that it's on air? What's been like the kind of point where you thought, you know what, oh yeah, storyline nahi achhi chal rahi hai, or maybe this is not working so much on Ye Rishta?
See, those phases do come across because nobody has the 100% show shot formula that this will work, not work, will our audiences connect with it or not connect with it. So yes, there have been phases in the show where I did kind of disconnect with the show for a period, but there are certain reasons for that which I don't want to share. Primarily because I didn't feel we were making the kind of a product which I had in mind. But then I quickly resolved that, and the coming of, the new cast also came in. And yes, I mean, you do you're not always 100% sure this will work, but ultimately I go by conviction of the team, and I go by a certain instincts, And like the present track of Divorce track, we're getting a lot of flack, but there is a big reason, why we took this entire journey, of Kartik Naira's divorce. In fact, very ironically, when I'm speaking about you today would be the episode where they will be shown that they are going to go their separate ways. So now that was a huge calculated risk, we are receiving a lot of flack, and because Ye Rishta is a show of marriages, and how can we show a divorce happening in Ye Rishta? That also with Kartik and Naira, I mean, this was one of the biggest and the most risky step probably I have taken, and there is a big reason behind it, which should be conveyed to the audiences.
Okay, you know what? Because while you're talking, I'm just looking at some of the messages that have been coming in, and they're all telling me that Kyra cannot divorce. I don't know where this has come from. Obviously, we know that it's all about bit of cushy, bit of gum, like we like to see in Bollywood films, like we see on TV shows. I'm sure we're going to be getting some kind of reunion, though, aren't we?
See, Raj, more than the reunion, it's very important, which I have not yet, a lot of media in India has been asking us, in fact, I have not been speaking, and the teams have not been speaking much with the media about the divorce track for a certain reason, yet it be played out. And yes, definitely, the idea of doing a divorce track is not to disappoint the viewers of audiences. In fact, when they say that this is a show which we always love to watch because it's positive, why are the makers doing a divorce track? Now, there's a very big reason for that, which, of course, if you want, I could convey to the listeners for the first time why I decided, or my team and the all creative team and the writers decided to go ahead with this track. It came with a lot of deliberation. We had, I think, hundreds of meetings. The team was divided. We again took calls. It was one of the boldest decisions we took in Ye Rishta. And it came after, I would say, at least 100 meetings, why we would go towards this direction.
Okay. Wow. So I take it the next few weeks, next few months, we're going to be getting some more answers as to why this track has come about and what's going to be the kind of next stage in Kyra's life, because it's going to be. I mean, even when I see it as well. I mean, when I see it on TV, I mean, it is very kind of dardbara the other day when I was watching it, and there's all these little moments that are happening where you can see Kartik, you can see Naira, these little moments that are coming together. But poles are still kind of splitting them apart. So, Rajan, you need to kind of clear for us, like when we can see some kind of reunion.
See, Raj, one thing which I would like to tell to all your listeners, and the takeaway from Ye Rishta will always be positive. Maybe you might not see the results immediately, and see that, just very briefly, I will talk to you about the reason for going in for a track like that.
Yes, please, yeah.
Is that, see, today, like a show like Ye Rishta, which is about marriage, which is about positivity, which is about, family values, relationships, that will always be there. But today, if you see separation, divorce, disagreements between a couple is as much as a part, it's all over India and all over the world,
Yeah.
And it becomes another coin to say being together, being in marriage, that differences between a couple. See, earlier what would happen, that a lot of couples would sacrifice their own happiness and then would say, for children we just are together, otherwise we wouldn't be together, kind of a thing for the sake. So now, 2018, Karthik Naira are a very today's couple who love their families, love each other, and they are not perfect too, Earlier we had Journey of some titles who were totally perfect, totally 100% perfect. And they are imperfect. Of course, they love their family. And through a journey, if you show up a young couple who was so madly in love, and if they go through this biggest moment, which can either make you or break you, or, which can really test your love for each other, how does love survive? So through not a very good route as such, we want to address a lot of issues which sends across a very positive message to couple. It's something which we can't just brush it from down the carpet or whatever. We can't just look away and say that separations don't happen. Every couple, every human will always have phases where they disagree with their partners. They will, have issues, problems, we are not ready to talk about these kind of issues. We want everything to be perfect. Of course, the takeaway will be positive. It will be very good, but it will be a very good learning journey through Karthik and Naira, that how love has to be kept alive, how the family's day-to-day issues or problems of people around you has to be tackled. And this learning journey, I think, will send across a very positive message to the audiences. And of course, I would not tell you the date as of now, but the takeaway from this would be extremely positive.
Wow. Okay, that's good. All right, Rajan. We haven't got much time. You know what? I don't believe time has flown by. But I just want to say, there's a lot of questions that have been coming in from the fans. Let's go through a couple of them. One wants to know: do you guys check online viewers' feedback? I know Shivangi and Mohsin are quite active on social media, but what about producers and writers? Do they check the feedback online?
Oh yes. In fact, we really look at it, because a good part of today, I'd say 2018, as technology has brought us much closer. And earlier we would rely on researchers to connect to the audience point of view. But yes, we really listen to a lot of feedback, look at a lot of online feedbacks, take all the hate, and kind of always wish that they would see the future journey which we have in mind. Just don't go by the particular thing. But yes, when the fans feel disappointed and they sometimes would curse me or they would curse the Grighty team, we really respect that, because we know it comes from heart, because you love the show, you love the characters, and it's a very humbling process. My idea is not to disappoint you or to, we try our level best to keep the audience's feedback in mind and regularly go through the feedback.
Oh, that's good to hear. Also, Rajan, there's a question from Sapna saying, we got the highest TRPs this week, 3.8. How do you feel about that? And you're also topping the UK charts. Now, I want to ask you about that, because you're bringing everyone together. It's like a kind of global kind of get-together with families in India, in the UK that are watching the show so, so avidly at the moment. You tell us, how do you kind of feel to kind of bring in everyone together? It's like everyone's holding hands watching the show.
Yeah, I think it's good, because we I think the story which we tell is not only specific to a certain, state, city, region. It's very universal, because we talk about human relationships, and we've actually, yes, sometimes we do make things a little dramatic, for a compelling viewing, audiences need that sometimes. But we have kept human emotions very alive. We are not doing, say, even a divorce track or a reunion track just for 2 episodes drama and to get ratings up, we are doing it for a big journey ahead, So I think that is a kind of a connect, and we have seen the show growing over the years internationally. In fact, a lot of my actors, in Ye Rishta Ka Kehlata, and a lot of my actors in DKP, who will be part of DKP also in future shows, they do visit London very often. I hear a lot of things, from them about how the audiences are receiving it, and, so it's good.
That's brilliant. Ramya wants to know, Shivangi Joshi is the youngest of all the cast, and she's one powerhouse of talent. What's your thoughts on her, and what do you think of her off-screen as well?
I think one thing which I always tell her that Shivangi, I feel like when I see her working, just 3 days we were shooting throughout the night, Mohsin and Shivangi. I think Shivangi is one of the most dedicated actresses. She has that, she'll say, sir, sometimes I tell Shivangi, don't do this scene, it's risky, don't go on the, we'll make that easier if you're going up in a ring and dancing, it's aerial acts and all that. She says, no sir, I want to do that. In fact, just the other day I was just joking with her, I said, you are a kind of a person, even if I tell you to ride a bike on a terrace or a ledge, you will do that. She's somebody who just keeps your energy, enthusiasm, at the same time very, very humble. And I always tell her that till the day you keep that passion, humility, a love for your unit, and dedication, nothing can stop you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, Rajan, I just want to say thank you. It has been so good talking to you. I know it's been a bit of a, well, it feels like a brief moment, but we've been talking for the last 20 minutes. I just want to say thank you very much for giving us Ye Rishta Kya Kehlata Hai. I know there's fans around the world who are saying thank you to you for bringing on such a massive show. I want to quickly ask you, I mean, have you got plans for other shows as well? I know away from Ye Rishta, I know you got your efforts all into that show, but what about plans for other shows and maybe other channels?
Yeah, we are working on a lot of concepts right now. I mean, we are in the process. Of course, as you know my company, we do take time to get new shows because we work really hard on the scripting before, and we kind of have a lot of detailing which we do. But of course, there are 2-3 shows in pipeline. There is a very big digital show happening, and the entire pre-production is already on for a very big platform. So yes, there is a lot of work happening. But yeah, of course, Ye Rishta remains the first love.
Okay. By the way, I just got a message while I was listening to you there. One of the fans says, please ask him, our Kaira ka milan kab hoga? Well, I've already asked that, so we know now. But I just want to say, Rajan, thank you very much for your time. And keep entertaining us with Ye Rishta Kya Kehlata Hai. Keep seeing the popularity and the success as you have been for the last 10 years. And just thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks Raj, and to all the listeners of Sabras Radio. Just have faith in Ye Rishta and the entire team, and we won't disappoint you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. There you go, Mr. Rajan Shahi there. Of course, the man behind the most successful show on Indian television, Ye Rishta Kya Kehlata Hai, which airs at 6:30 in the UK. And you just heard it, all right? A little bit of a spoiler that tonight we're going to see a bit of a tearful one, all right? That's going to be tonight, all right? If you're a fan of Karthik and Naira, who I know a lot of you are, so it's going to be happening tonight, all right? So 6:30 tonight, you got to watch that. I'll be back in a minute after these messages.
Raj Baddhan.